Happy holidays, everyone. It's that time of year again. This was the time where we'd be getting together for Fancy Christmas, but since we're not, Fancy Christmas is coming to you with a classic tradition on the night appropriate of the Krampus. So, settle down, get comfy, and let's have a good story. The Krampus, A Christmas Tale by Osegueda. The story I'm about to tell is older than you know. My hope is children understand and from this story grow. Once there lived a little boy whose father went away. So hurt was he by being left, he made the town his prey. The cats he'd chase through alleys, the girls he'd pull their hair. To the boys he'd break their toys, to his own mother swear. "My son," his mother pleaded, "please you must learn to behave. Your father fights so far away, so can you not be brave?" But this boy was bitter, and he listened to her not. Instead, he stole and broke and lied, leaving her distraught. "You know you should still behave, my son," his mother begged him sad. "Cinderklaus knows if you're good, but also if you're bad." The boy ignored her words, of course, and early Christmas Eve crept into her room to steal the buttons on her sleeve. "If I can't have a Christmas gift," he thought with little care, "I'll sell her buttons at the market and buy some candy there." And as he walked toward the street, he thought he heard a sound. But when he stopped to find the source, he saw no one around. The boy kept walking toward the street. The sun rose with his pace, but still the sound kept at his heel. And suddenly he raced. The sound was like the silver bells he heard at Christmas Mass. He ducked and hid within a bush and hoped the sound would pass. But what should creep before him as he crouched beside the thorns? But a monster, taller than a horse, with hair and tail and horns.
"Little boy,"
he whispered, with a voice as cold as snow,
"you've been very naughty, and now it's time for you to go."
The monster's eyes were yellow. He bore a hairy coat, and rather than 2 feet he stood on hooves, just like a goat. His breath was hot and rancid, though it chilled the boy so grim that he thought he could only stumble back, and fear conquered his limbs. But the creature knew this game. He knew the boy would run. And so, before the chase began, he had a little fun.
"Go on, my boy,"
the creature hissed.
"I'll give you a head start. But if I catch you, to be sure, I'll rip you apart."
No sooner than he spoke these words did the boy run for his life, fearing that the creature might just gut him with a knife. But he never felt a cut as he ran toward the church. Instead, the creature whipped him with long switches cut from birch. And before he found the doors, the boy felt hairy paws, grabbing at his clothing and tearing it with his claws. The monster lifted up the boy and with inhuman speed threw him screaming in the bags woven from the reeds. And all he left behind were buttons lying on the ground. But of the boy himself, no clues. No one heard a sound. So listen to me, children. Learn now from my tale. Behave, and you shall not know pain or feel the demon's flail. But if you're bad, you'll hear the bells. No matter what you do,
you can't outrun the Krampus. He'll come after you.
Happy holidays. Stay safe. Merry Krampus. Cheers.